4 pieces of content you can do right now that are going to help you generate leads, nurture your audience, get new inquiries, just make more money. Look, these posts that I'm going to show you, like these 3 main on your feed and one good story, like is literally all you need, right? And this is without any ads. If you're not going to run ads yet, that's fine. If you do this consistently enough, you will get results. Like Zach's gotten results, Rob's gotten results, Cole, Brent, all the coaches that I've helped, they have gotten results following this simple method. Like it is not that hard. Okay. Implement it, take action. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe down below. If you need help implementing these things into your fitness coaching business, there is a link down below to book a call with me where I will give you clarity, give you actionable steps to do in your coaching business, and just really get the ball rolling. Enjoy the video, and I'll talk to you later. One of the major posts that you can make nowadays is a simple, let me be there, B-roll content. Okay. B-roll content is really, really good. Just because you can always, it's a good organic way to grow. So basically the way it works, a lot of my coaches do it and like they get a lot of success. They'll get on average like anywhere from 3 to 7 to 10,000 views per video. It just depends on how you do it, right? So number one, think of it, you want to create the video, right? And it's usually like a background video. It could be something simple of like you like doing bicep curls, right? So the hook, right, is like, for example, it could be like why your biceps are small, right? And then it's like a read like down below, right? And then the caption, it's just all packed with value. And then with a good CTA. But you want to make sure, move this, sorry about that. You want to make sure that when you're doing this, right, that you have a good trending, sorry, I spelled that wrong, a good trending audio. You can check that out in the Instagram settings. That will really, really help you. Usually like if it's over like 100, 200K listens, you have a good audio, right? So this one works really, really good. And you can post this with any audio. Like I've done some with me just walking in the airport and it done really, really well, right? It's a hook, read down below, caption has value, a clear CTA. That is very, very simple, okay? The next one you can do is, and I'm probably going to spell this wrong, but I'm going to leave this on there so you guys can laugh at me. Carousel, right? A carousel post is really, really good to make. Okay. The basis of it, it's usually like, let's just say it's like, I don't know, like we'll go anywhere from like 3 to 5 pictures, right? And it's usually like the hook, right? Like what you're talking about, and then value, 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 CTA, right? And then with this, you can also put a trending audio as well. If you guys know that, but that's pretty good. You could do that, right? And this you can all do organically, right? So it's just the hook could be something simple, same thing, why you're small, right? And then it's like, value, 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 and then the CTA to get them to inquire, right? Like this is literally like what my coaches do and they get a lot of success and you can start doing too. But you got to be consistent with it. Like you absolutely need to be consistent with it. And this will help you tremendously. Okay. The next one is the most basic, right? But it's also my favorite, right? Which is just a talking video, right? Right. But I don't know. What's up with my grammar today, guys? It's a talking video. Okay. Now, with your talking videos, it's very important that you think about your videos in this format, right? You need your hook. Like that is the utmost importance. Hook, you need your pain points. Not all the time, I would say, believe it or not, but I would say also too, you do need effective a CTA. Sometimes you don't need a CTA, right? Because honestly, if the video is good, they're gonna inquire with you. But it just depends on what you're talking about. So it just depends, right? So like talking videos are my favorite because I personally like talking videos. So I'm a talker. So, but when the thing about it though is that you need to make sure that understand that 80% of your advertisement dollar goes to the hook. Always remember that 80% of your advertisement dollar goes to your hook. So you need to make sure you have a good hook, okay, in your video. The next thing is your pain points. You want to say things that are going to get the viewer to think, is he or she talking to me. Right? Now, with this, the reason why it's important, right, is because when you're making a video, you want to make them feel like you're calling them out by name. But you can't do that, right? Because you can't say, hey, is your name AJ and you're watching this video? Not the way it's going to work, right? You need to make sure, like, hit pain points to get them to feel like, oh, this guy's talking to me. Like, for example, if I make a video, say, hey, are you a coach and you need clients? Are you tired of posting content every single day and not attracting leads? You see, now it feels like if that's you right now, that I'm talking to you. That's the same thing you want for all your videos is your hook and then the C pain points. And then the most of the cases, not all your videos, but a CTA. Like it'd be like, hey, if you're struggling with that, if you're running an ad, give me a follow. Right? That's one. And then the other one is like inquire, right? Very, very simple, right? It's like I want you to understand the reason why I personally like talking videos is that people are gonna buy into you before they buy into your program, right? It's the truth, right? It's like they need to buy into you, right? I was just talking to a coach today, right? Like if you're not putting your voice out there, it's gonna be very hard to grow, right? People want to feel a connection to you, like a strong connection to you. So when you're posting talking videos, right, and you're doing carousels and you're doing some good B-roll content, that's really, really gonna help you. And if you do this consistently, right? Consistently, right? Like these are like the three main like content pieces that my coaches are using with ads, and it works really, really, really well, right? And now let's talk about stories, right? Stories are often slept upon, right? Like here's one effective story you can do. Like you make a poll, right? And then it's like I've talked about this for A, B, C, D. Like, hey, like the caption is, what are you struggling with? Right? Like, what are you struggling with? And then someone responds, you ask like, 2 to 3 questions, and then from that, you book a call. And if it sounds easy, it is, right? It's just like, you said, hey, what are you struggling with? Hey, I'm struggling with this. I'm struggling with that. I'm struggling with that. I'm struggling with that. Then when they respond, you take them and you ask them questions. And then from there, you book a call. These are your leads right here. A lot of times people that are while watching your story, and especially if they're finishing to the end, they're actively watching your content, which they're the warmest leads. So like not making engaging stories like this, it's very, very going to be hard. Like it's going to be hard to like get leads. It's gonna be hard to close people, right? Because you gotta like think about this, right? Like when you're doing content, right? It's like what you're doing is you're doing content, okay, in hopes that you start to do a convo, right? That's how it works. You talk to them in DMs or text, then you book a call, then you close. The problem is you guys are stuck right here, not producing the right content. Therefore, you're not engaging with the convo. Therefore, obviously, you're not getting a call. And therefore, you're not closing. And therefore, you are not doing this. So you're sad. You need to do this. That way, you are happy. Good content, convo, call, close. Very simple formula. Like, if you do this every single week, and you don't need ads with this, you can literally keep it simple. If you do this every single day, every single week, you're posting B-roll content, you have good hooks, good carousels, right? A good talking videos of putting your voice behind it with some good hooks, some good pain points, some CTAs, give me a follow, inquiry, right? And you're just, putting yourself authentically out there. And then on your stories, you're posting all this stuff, man, it is damn near impossible not to get clients. So these are the very simple method, like these 4 methods. Like if you do nothing else but these things consistently, you will get clients. So that's it. If you made it to the end of the video, I encourage you to go ahead and subscribe. If you need help implementing all this stuff in your current coaching business, go ahead and check the link below on my on the bottom of this video to book a call with me where I can give you clarity and help you take action on starting that coaching business you always wanted. Talk to you later. Peace.